वेशधारी अच्युत केशव श्रीधर माधव गोविन्द गोपाल हरि यमुना पुलिन मेन वंशी बजाये नटवर वेशधारी जय गोविंदा जय गोपाल केशव माधव दीन दयाल दीन दयाल प्रभु दीन दयाल दीन दयाल प्रभु दीन दयाल हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय गोविंदा जय गोपाल केशव माधव दीन दयाल प्रभु दीन दयाल प्रभु दीन दयाल श्याम सुंदर कन्हैयलाल गिरिवारधारी नंद दुलाल प्रभु नंद दुलाल प्रभु नंद दुलाल अच्युत केशव श्रीधर माधव गोविंद गोपाल हरि यमुना पुलिन मेन वंशी बजाये नटवर वेशधारी जयो राधा कृष्णा जयो ललिता विशाखा जयो राधा कृष्णा जयो ललिता विशाखा जयो जगन्नाथा जयो बलादेवा सुभद्रा मैया जयो सुदर्शना जयो गौरानिताय गौरानिताय जयो गौरानिताय जय Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha, Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha, Lakshmi Narasimha, Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha, Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, 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 Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Jayo Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. राधा कृष्ण ललिता विशाखा की जय, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय, गौरनिता की जय, लक्ष्मी नरसिंह भगवान की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, शिला गुरुदेव की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल. So we will start with the Mangalacharan now. Thank you Haribala and Jaya for joining. Jaya, can you unmute and tell me where are you from, Jaya?
Hare Krishna Mataji. I'm Jayanti Mataji. So I'm from Chennai. So I
Okay.
just recently joined this group last month. Yeah, thanks for that.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Please come to temple.
Yes, Mataji.
Now
Yeah,
is
this week
Saturday,
I'm
Balram
coming.
Purnima. Yeah, Sunday,
Okay.
you can attend no weekly. At least you stay very far from Chennai ISKCON temple.
Yes, Mataji. Actually, it's 30 kilometer away from Ishkan.
Ha ha
So
ha.
yeah,
So okay, at least monthly once, please come.
sure, Mata. Of course. Thanks.
Okay. I'll share my screen. So Jaya, can you read the Guru Pranam mantra? You can unmute.
1 second, Mataji. Which first one, Mataji?
First one.
Okay. ఓం అంజనన తిమిరందస్య జ్ఞానంజన శలకాయ చకురున్మిళితం येन తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః.
Thank you. Maheshwari, Srila Prabhupada Pranam mantra.
Mataji, I'll repeat after you.
Namo Om Vishnu Padaya,
Namo Vishnupadaya,
Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale,
Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale,
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta,
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta,
Swami Niti Namine,
Swamin Itinamine.
Namaste Saraswate Deve,
Namaste Saraswate Deve,
Gauravani Pracharine,
Gauravani Pracharine,
Nirvishesha Sunyavadhi,
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi,
Pashatya Desatharine.
Pashatat Eshavatarini.
Thank you. Vani, can you read Vaishnava Pranam mantra?
हरे कृष्ण माताजी वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः.
Thank you. Next is Haripala.
कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते.
Harshmita.
सप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये.
Anybody didn't read yet? Vani read, right?
Yes माताजी, I read.
Yeah, can you read the next mantra also?
Yes माताजी. Where is it? The
Namo
screen.
Gauranga Pranam mantra.
नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः.
Mageshwari, next can you read Krishna Pranam mantra?
Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha, Jagatitaya
Jagatitaya Krishnaya.
Jagatitaya Krishnaya, Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Thank you. Next Haripala. Okay. All of us can recite Panchatattva mantra and Hare Krishna Maha mantra 3 times. Okay. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Mageshwari, can you read the translation?
Yes, Mataji. The word Hari is the form of addressing the energy of Lord, and the words Krishna and Rama are forms of addressing the Lord himself. Both Krishna and Rama mean the supreme pleasure, and Hara is the supreme pleasure energy of the God. Changed to Hari in the occative. The supreme pleasure energy of the Lord help us to reach the Lord.
Yeah. Okay, Ashmita, can you read Gita Mahatmya Sloka?
एकं शास्त्रं देवकीपुत्रगीतम् एको देवकीपुत्र एव एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि कर्माणि एकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा.
Can you also read the translation and explain to us once?
Yes, ma'am. In this present day, people are very much eager to have one scripture, one God, one religion, and one occupation. Therefore, Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Geetam. Let there be one scripture only, one common scripture for the whole world, Bhagavad Gita. Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. Let there be one prayer, the chanting of his name, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Karmanya Ekam Tasya Devasya Seva. And let there be one work only, the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mataji, in this verse, it's told that there'll be one scripture, one God, one way to reach the Lord, and one karma, like one occupation that we do. So the Lord Shri Krishna, Devaki Putra is Krishna, and the Shastra is the Bhagavad Gita, the mantra is our Maha Mantra, and the seva that we should do, or the occupation that we should be doing, is the devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna.
Work for the Lord.
Work for the Lord.
Whatever, all days, it's difficult for us to be in the temple, no? 2 days, only devotional service. So whatever work we perform at home also, it is, if we keep Krishna in the center and work, then it becomes devotional service. So whatever action I perform, I make sure I keep Krishna in the center, not giving pleasure to me. I should work to give pleasure to the Lord and his devotees. Then it becomes perfect Krishna consciousness. So that is what is Krishna conscious life also. Prabhupada wanted us, Prabhupada is teaching us, be Krishna conscious always. So always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Whatever action you perform, you like, no, keep Krishna in the center. You remember Krishna always and take his blessings. He is there with you always as a friend. So recently, Friendship Day went. So Krishna is there, is the best friend who is there always with us. Nobody else can be with us always, right? So he's there always with us, guiding us as Paramatma. So let's not forget Krishna. So we will share, I will share the PPT. Are you all able to see?
Yes, Mataji.
Huh. So today's sloka number is 2.59. Before going to the 2.59 sloka, we will be seeing the something my son has done to this PPT. Please bear with me this decides. Yeah. So we will go see few slokas before 2.59. So where 2.454, the continuation is from here. So here it is, this sloka is talking about Sthita Prajna. Arjuna uvacha Sthita Prajna ka bhasha समाधिस्तस्य केशव सितधिः किं प्रभासेथ किम् आशितव्रजेत किम्. Maheshwari, can you read the translation?
Yes, Mataji. Arjuna said, O Krishna, what are the symptoms of one whose consciousness is thus merged in transcendence? How does he speak and what is his language? How does he sit and how does he walk?
Okay, so here Arjuna is asking a question about the Siddha Prajna. Any idea about Siddha Prajna? Who's called as Siddha Prajna? Any idea from you? I mean, what do you understand from this word Siddha Prajna?
Sita Pragya means like Arjuna is asking who's the prime supreme lord, like um, how to be someone, how to behave, like that he's asking.
Yeah, Siddha Prajna is basically who's somebody we're talking about Krishna consciousness, so who's acting in Krishna consciousness, who is fully in Krishna consciousness. Siddha Prajna refers to the person who attained samadhi, who attained liberation already and still is in this material body. He is a liberated soul, but still is in this body. And he is the person who realized his real identity. He is the person who realized who is Supreme Lord and what is the relationship between he himself and the Lord. So basically, he is the one who is fully Krishna conscious person. He is the Siddha Prajna. And here Arjuna is asking a question: how can I recognize such a person? How can I, and what are the symptoms of such a person? So symptoms means we know, right? Like basically, if I wanted to identify the rich man, so based on what I identify him as the rich man. Like what are the symptoms of a rich man? Can you tell?
Money.
Yeah, he will have lots of money. He will have very luxurious car, very big bungalow, right? So he will wear lots of gold. So based on that, we can say, oh, he's a rich man. Similarly, for poor men, what are the symptoms? Symptoms?
Like they don't have food, like they don't have money to for education or for their health purposes.
Yeah, no money, no house, rented house, or some not even able to pay the rent, or somebody who's on the roadside also say is very poor, Papam. So everybody, the symptom is something like no, which shows what is that person is. So here Arjuna is bringing out the point. What are the symptoms of these Siddha Prajna? Siddha Prajna. So this Siddha Prajna, so basically Prabhupada mentions in the purport that the main symptom is how he speaks. How he speaks. So Siddha Prajna speaks about the Krishna conscious activities, about the Lord and his form and his qualities. He's always thinking, how can I progress in spiritual life? How can I serve the Lord in a best manner? How can I serve the devotees in a best way? So he is such a person, Siddha Prajna. So the main symptom what Prabhupada mentions here in the purport is how he speaks. He speaks about Krishna and his devotees and his activities, pastimes and everything. Yeah. So here Arjuna asked 4 questions, right? How to recognize a person who is situated in Krishna consciousness, who is the self-realized soul, or Siddha Prajna, or one in divine consciousness. So Bhagavad Gita 55 talks about general symptoms and how does he speak. The next quality what Arjuna mentions is question what he is asking is how does he speak. So that is explained in Bhagavad Gita 56 and 57. So speaking means it is not the words alone. It is like how he reacts with the external world, how he reacts to the situations that is happening through others, or external calamities, whatever, like external how he reacts to the external stimulus, and on receiving praise, blame, affection, hate, how he reacts. And the Bhagavad Gita 58 and 59, it talks about how does he sit. So sit means it is not like how he will sit in the floor or chair. It is not like that. It is like how he restrains his senses and mentality. So how he engages his senses. And now the next question, what he is asking is, how does he walk? So walking means how he engages his senses. So that will be explained in Bhagavad Gita 64 to 71. So today we are going to see the first three questions. Well, what are the gentle symptoms? How does he speak? And how does he sit? So let's go to the next. So for 2.55 sloka, specifically it talks about two things. So what are the general descriptions and characteristics of a self-realized person? That is Sthita Prajna. He gives up all material desires of sense gratification born of mental concoction. Thus purified in mind, one finds satisfaction in the self alone. So if we see material desires, so if somebody asks us what are the desires you have before Krishna consciousness, we would have had a big list. I want to buy I want to buy this car. I want to construct a 4 BHK bungalow or something like I want to buy this much of gold, or I want to become a doctor or engineer. That is only my life. Otherwise, it is not possible for me to live in this world. I will not get recognized. So many desires list were very long for us, right? Before, so we were thinking, no, getting good material position, materially being in a good position is the good. Then only we will get the good respect in the society. So that is how we were grown up. But here it is mentioned, the Siddha Prajna, he will give up all material desires, he will not have any material desires. And what is that? Of sense gratification. So, but he will have desires. What kind of desires? He will have desires how he can progress in spiritual life, how he can serve the Lord in the best manner. So this is somebody who is fully Krishna conscious person, and we are sadhana bhaktas. So bhaktas, and just we have started, and we may have no material desires, and we can, like, before joining ISKCON and after taking up the Krishna consciousness, we can see lots of difference in our lifestyle, right? We will gradually we are desiring to become a Siddha Prajna. So it is not so by the process of sadhana bhakti, we can also get this habit of not having material desires, and is one who gets satisfied in self alone. What does it mean? What does it mean? What do you feel that indicates satisfaction in self alone means what? Can somebody tell me? It's very simple only. He is satisfied in the self alone. Yeah.
He doesn't require any external things to satisfy him. To be
He
happy.
realized himself as the soul. It is not, he is not on the bodily platform, he is on the soul platform. So when he identifies himself as a soul, and is nothing external is affecting him, right? So he is very satisfied in the self alone. And it talks about, next question is, how does he speak? That means how the intelligence and words respond to affection, anger, neutrality. So how he behaves with the external issues or problems or happiness. So that is described in the 56 and 57, which tells that Siddha Prajna is equipoised in happiness and distress. He accepts what he accepts the happiness. I can understand happiness. Okay, by Krishna's mercy, we got some happiness in our life. We say we will generally offer that credit to the Lord. But during distress, we 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 feel so depressed. But Siddha Pragya, here it is mentioned, he is not disturbed by happiness or distress also. What he does, he accepts that as his karmic reaction and does not blame others. So in our device table also we have a question, right? Is Lord is partial. If he is not partial, then how some are poor and some are rich? So how it is happening? Some are rich because of his past karmic activity, and he is poor because of his karmic reaction. So for activity, the devotees, it is like how devotee thinks, whatever happiness he gets, it is by the mercy of the Lord. Whatever problems or sadness in his life, distress he is getting in his life, it is just because of his past mischievous activity, which by the mercy of the Lord reduced to very, very small portion. So he is supposed to suffer so much, and because of mercy of the Lord, to come out of that, that sinful reaction, Lord has minimized it to very, very small. Like it is mentioned, ocean like problem has become like calf's foot, if it is there in the like watery mud, so when calf walks there, a small pond, small water will be there in the footprint of the calf. So like that much it is reduced. So that is how Siddha Prajna thinks. He is not affected by both the happiness and distress, and he has lots of faith on the Lord. He knows that for sure Lord will protect me, and whatever, like we would have seen Narsimha movie recently, where Prahlad Maharaj, all these father's servants, they take him to the peak of the mountain to push him from there, to make him push him from there so that he will die. But he is not at all bothered. Whatever happens, it is okay. If Krishna wants to protect me, that is fine. If he is not able to protect me, no problem. What will happen? Only my body will be destroyed, and my soul will get fresh body again. So that is how Sthita Prajna thinks, and speaks without grief or longing. He is not having any grief or longing because he is not on the material or bodily platform. He is free from attachment, fear, and anger. Nothing is disturbing him. And he is unaffected by good and evil. And he is firmly fixed in perfect knowledge. What is that perfect knowledge? He knows that I am servant of the Lord. I'm so he knows that always I supposed to serve the Lord, and is servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord. So that is the real nature of the soul, and so that is how Siddha Prajna speaks here. So pleasure or pain, a Krishna conscious person is focused with the determination to serve the Supreme Lord. So he is not disturbed. So you would have seen some devotees who are very sincere in their services, right? Though they have many problems in their house or in their life, still they will try to do their services, their given services with lots of focus and determination. So seeing all of them, we can also get inspired. So they are not giving up. There are the advanced devotees who won't give up, their services due to their material problems. So next is, how does he sit? So 58 and 59 slokas. So these two slokas are going to talk how he restrains his senses and mentality. So 58 sloka talks that one who is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects, as the tortoise draws its limbs within the shell, is firmly fixed in perfect consciousness. It's a very nice sloka where it's mentioned how he withdraws his senses. There is a comparison given as the animal, the tortoise, what it does. When there is a problem, when he sees danger in his path, then immediately he will shrink all his limbs inside his shell, right? So whatever we try to knock or some disturb him, he will not show any reaction. He will be like very much conscious that he will not even show that he is alive. So that is how Siddha Prajna, he is so focused. He knows the purpose of his life, and whenever there is opportunity for him to enjoy, he understands that it is a distraction for him. He withdraws his senses from them. So that is how Siddha Prajna acts. So even in our devotional service, what happens? lot of disturbance. When we meet a devotee, when we come to know temple Sunday feast program, we attend IYS class, and we feel so blissful. Oh, it's so nice. Let me implement it. And the whole week we will try to implement, and next day it starts, and we will have the association of non-devotees also in our work or in our school or colleges. Slowly we lose the interest they, like, no, they will have that materialistic enjoyment. They will have desire for that materialistic enjoyment, which also affects us, right? So association is very important. So that time, how this is the pragnya, if he is there, what he does, he knows, like Prahlad Maharaj, he's a Siddha Pragnya. What he did, though his friends were disturbing him in many ways, he was not disturbed. Like he instead, his association made them become a devotee. So that is how this Siddha Pragya's association, no, it makes others also become a nice devotee. So seeing him, we will feel like, no, performing devotional service. So that is how we should also learn. So our aim also should be to become. Initially, we may think, oh, it is impossible for me, but slowly we should have a desire. So we should have desire. It not only material desires we should not have, but spiritual desire we should have, and we should also try to become a Siddha Prajna. So what is the benefit? Why should I decide? Because I always have a choice, right? So if I don't choose to become that perfect person, what will happen? What would be the reaction? Can anybody tell? I don't want to achieve perfection in my, devotional service to the Lord. What happens? Can anybody guess?
Mataji, like you're asking, what if we don't get into Krishna's consciousness?
What if we are not willing to be, sincere in our, services, or being in Krishna consciousness, God consciousness? If I don't want to, keep Krishna in the center of my life, what happens?
So there will be no purpose or reason. Like actually, we this human life is itself like it's a birth, death, and disease, as you told, you taught us. So again, we will get into it, and again we will suffer, and again we'll go through all the hardships, and
Who's answering
we'll
this?
Mageshwari.
Maheshwari, perfect. You got my point. Yes. I have a choice. If I don't choose Krishna, then I have to become, like, again repeated birth, death, old age, and disease. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I have a choice now. So this is that, verse which talk about one who is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects is firmly fixed in perfect consciousness. What I am learning from this sloka, I should also not get disturbed by material enjoyment distractions. So whichever is not allowing me to think about Krishna, or taking me away from Krishna, and then I should avoid those things, whatever it may be. Like it may be eating non-veg, or maybe having a non-devotees association who's like teaching me all bad things, or unwanted movies. And what else can be the distraction? Can you tell one or 2 points? Like desiring so much for material opulence. All those things we should try to know how, at least we have to implement it. Like immediately it may not come. We'll have to try to avoid at least certain things which is stopping me or moving me away from Krishna, so that I can also progress. I become a progress towards Siddha Prajna. So next sloka, today's sloka we are entering now. So it is 2.59. Visaya vinivattante niraharasya dehinaha rasavarjam rasopyasya param dristva nivattate. Any one of you can recite sloka? Sloka, can you read, please? Okay, Vani, can you unmute? I will tell you, repeat after me.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Visaya vinivattante
विषया विनिवर्तन्ते
निराहारस्य देहिनः
निराहारस्य देहिनः
रसवर्जं रसोऽप्यस्य
रसवर्जं रसोऽप्यस्य
परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते.
परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते.
Narmada, can you read? Okay, seems like they are busy. Anita, can you read? Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji, shall I read?
Read. Recite sloka once.
Okay, Mataji.
And read the
Vishaya
translation also.
Okay, Mataji. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina rasavancham rasopyasa apyasya haram drishva nivartate. Translation. Though the embodied soul Though the embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, the taste for sense objects remains. But ceasing such engagements by experiencing a higher taste, he is fixed in consciousness.
Okay. So here Dehinaha. Dehinaha means we are inside this body. We are actually soul, but inside this body. So and that way it is embodied soul. It is restricted from sense enjoyment. The taste for sense objects remains same. So I may say that, oh no, I don't want to eat all these things. Like for example, I don't want to eat non-veg. So that is, I wanted to restrict it. But what happens? Sense taste for sense object remains same. So I wanted to. Non-veg is the something which is like in South India, at least no every Sunday. That is the very like that they say that it is the opulent food, right? So we in after Krishna consciousness we have to leave that. So what to do? But we will not be able to leave that taste of the sense object. The sense object taste for the sense object remains. So what we have to do here, Krishna is saying that ceasing such engagement by experiencing a higher taste, he is fixed in Krishna consciousness. So when we taste the Krishna Prasadam, in our temple, they give very nice Krishna Prasadam. We can cook nice Krishna Prasadam, paneer sabji or soya, or we can eat in Suddha Sattva buffet also. It's so delicious. Prasadam is available. When we engage in when we give the higher taste, then this lower taste will slowly, the sense object, the taste for sense object remains, no, that can be avoided slowly, gradually. So it is, Prabhupada gives an example in the purport also. Restraining is difficult because taste for sense object still remains. Yeah, so forcefully controlling something, it is very, very difficult. This is the cause, Prabhupada tells, this is the cause of fall down for impersonalist or those in Ashtanga Yoga. So there is a Viswamitra Muni who's like, he did tapasya for 60,000 years. But what happens when there is this Manaka who's from this celestial kingdom? She came and seeing her by hearing the anklet bell of this Manaka, this Vishwamitra Muni, he got disturbed, he got agitated, and then he that's all. His tapasya is gone, and he lives with her. So it is, so what about that is what is explained here. We may restrict it very difficult. We will restraining is difficult because taste for sense object still remains. There is one more restriction, one more thing as a Prabhupada, one more example Prabhupada gives in the purport where he says restriction of deceased patient from some food items. So, because he is deceased, like for example, diabetic person, he should not eat sweets. Though he should not eat sweets, but he still has the taste for it. He has that hankering to eat sweets. So that is how these sense objects are still there, and it is very difficult to control the senses or taste for the sense objects, control the sense objects, taste for the sense objects. So restrictions are only good in neophyte stage. So this initial period, it may be good. So on advanced platform, one develops a higher taste or it becomes easier to restrain the senses. One automatically loses taste for pale things. So what happens initially, like leaving non-veg or onion garlic or are no, the things which are not helping me to focus on Krishna consciousness. It may be very difficult, but when I gradually follow it, gradually that is what is sadhana bhakti, no? So when we engage in the process of sadhana bhakti, slowly when I come to when I progress, then I can develop the higher taste, and it becomes easy to come out of that pale things, taste for the pale things. So there is one example which is given here. So beggar is there, and what he will do, he will look for the food in the dustbins, right? So which is not clean. It is definitely nobody will like to have there, but he doesn't have food and he is eating from that dustbin. So immediately you go and tell him that, oh, how can you eat here? It is not good for your health. You will be infected. It is dirty. It is not good. So many things. If we advise, he will not be able to listen. How can I need food? What to do? But if you give him a plate full of nice prasadam, like varieties like gulab jamun, samosa, and then some bhaji, sambar, some variety rice. If you give him that, then what he will do, automatically he will leave taste for that pale things, which is not okay, which is not dirty, which is nobody will think of, no, even think of eating. So he will leave that and then take this, precious, nice prasadam plate. So that is how our senses also needs engagement. We cannot, restrict it. So we have to give the higher taste for the senses. It otherwise it is difficult to control the senses or taste for the sense objects. So Prabhupada mentions in the purport what kind of higher taste is recommended. So here mentioned one who has tasted the Lord's beauty in the course of his advancement, such a person loses all taste for dead material things. So there is one nice pastime when I read this, beauty word, Lord's beauty. Then I remembered this pastime. So there is a person, a devotee. He is not a devotee initially. He was not a devotee. His name is Dhanudas. He loves his wife like anything because she's so pretty, so beautiful. Specifically, her eyes will look like a lotus. He admires her beauty, her eyes beauty like anything. To the extent that it happened that, he went to Ranganath temple, Srirangam. So where there was some festival, so Utshava Murti they will bring out, and then they will do some parikrama. On the parikrama path they will do they will walk, take the deities. And that time Ramanujacharya and his disciples also are there, and this couple also went there. And he's holding umbrella for his wife and walking backward. Anyway, everybody were looking differently. What happened to him? Like he's just looking at her beautiful eyes like this, and it's making sure that sunshade is not falling on her face, so that her beauty will not be disturbed or affected. So Ramanujacharya, seeing this, he was, what happened? What is this crazy fellow is doing? Go and ask him what he is doing here. Then he sent his disciple. He went and asked, "What are you doing?" And he said, "That no, my wife is the best, beautiful wife in the world. She's looking so pretty. Her eyes are so pretty. I don't want her beauty to be disturbed because of the sunshine. That's why I'm holding umbrella, and I always like to see her eyes. And like everybody's looking at Lord's position there, but here he is looking at his beautiful eyes of his wife." Then this person, he goes back and telling this to Ramanujacharya, and he started laughing. He started laughing, and then he went and spoke to him. Okay, I can understand that, what is your, what you are doing here. I can understand, but I'll tell you something. Come? Can you come tomorrow morning? I'll show you something which is more beautiful than your wife. And he was like, no way. I know that. How is it possible? Nobody can be more beautiful than my wife. Then you come, no, let's try. So Ramanujacharya convinced him. I said, yes, yes, sure, I will come. And this Dhanudas, he went home, went to his room, and he was thinking, is it really possible? Is there anybody who's more beautiful than my wife? Or my wife's have beautiful eyes? So anyway, let's see tomorrow what this person is going to show me. Third, he woke up 4:30 the morning, and he goes to see the Ranganath temple. Ranganath temple inside altar, main altar he goes. And Ramanujacharya was waiting there, and then he folded his hands. He took him inside the altar, main altar, and he showed him, see the beautiful eyes of the Lord. Then he said, okay, let me see. So he saw that beautiful form of beautiful eyes of Lord Ranganath. So seeing the beautiful eyes of Ranganath, I mean, actually in previous day itself, he will tell that if you show me somebody who is more beautiful, who has more beautiful eyes than my wife, then I will just surrender to that person and dedicate my life to him. So now he is seeing the beautiful eyes of the Ranganath, and he really like he really admired, and he was so surprised seeing the beautiful eyes of the Lord. And that day he decided to dedicate his life, he and his wife. So that is how Lord Ranganath now showed his mercy upon him, and that happened through. So actually, I went to see the Lord, like I got opportunity some few 10-12 years before, and when I saw the eyes of the Lord, I didn't get any such realization because I'm not qualified yet. But if you see, he got this mercy because of you. Oh, it is just by the mercy of Ramanujacharya. So that is the spiritual masters, mercy, extraordinary blessings that we receive from our spiritual master. He shows Krishna to us. If we don't have mercy of Guru, then we will not be able to see the real beauty of Krishna consciousness or real beauty of the Lord. So that is how so that is how beautiful the Lord is. So what is happening? What I have to do? I have to engage my senses in the service of the Lord. Then, my senses need engagement so that it will not look for the pale things. My senses cannot be restricted. If I try to restrict my senses, then I will fall down. Instead, if I give higher taste to my senses, then I will feel more blissful in my life. I'll feel more happy, more protected. So everybody is looking for that real happiness, right? That I can attain. So, though we see so many devotees, like Prahlad Maharaj, he went through so many problems in his life, but he was always blissful, not at all affected, because his mind and everything was fixed. His mind is completely fixed on the Supreme Lord. Gopis always they were fixed on the Supreme Lord. They were always in transcendental blissful life, right? So that is how here we have to. So by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we are also getting the service opportunity. What is not there in ISKCON? Everything is there, right? We can eat nice prasadam. We can cook for the Lord. We can clean the temple. We can do aarti. We can get the opportunity to perform devotional service. Like we do aarti in the temple. We clean the temple, and we get the opportunity to cook in the deity's kitchen or the devotee's kitchen. So we have multiple service opportunities. It's just that I have to engage my senses in the service, then I can gradually become that Siddhapragya. So next, what is mentioned here? It says that we are embodied soul. When the senses are restricted from sense enjoyment, the taste for sense object remains. But if I am giving opportunity for my senses to engage in the service of the Lord, then I will develop higher taste and I always be fixed in consciousness. So gradually, initially, when we perform devotional service also, we may not realize our good fortune because we have lots of anarthas. It takes some time. So some people immediately, like based on the anarthas, if who are pure in heart, immediately they can catch up and progress very nicely. Who have lots of anarthas, then they will take some time, but this process works for everybody and purifies everybody. What is happening? Yeah. To stop sense enjoyment and purify the mind, just engage the senses on serving the Supreme. Rest will happen automatically. So, as we are talking about engaging our senses in the service of the Lord, we have service opportunity. How? Like we are now, but Janmashtami is coming. So, we all have the opportunity to serve in the temple. So whoever is interested, please now approach us. And already few girls in this group, they have given their name. They are going to do some service to the Lord on Lord's birthday. So to give up lower taste, give the senses higher taste, and one will naturally progress. Naturally, we can progress when we engage ourselves in the service of the Lord. So some pastimes I thought I will share. So first we will talk about Haridas Thakur. So we saw Vishwamitra Muni, who was a great yogi, but still even after 60,000 years of no meditation and concentration, but it got broken just by hearing the ankle bell of Manakam. But here that sound, ankle bell sound of Manakam, but here Haridas Thakur is there. He is a great devotee of the Lord. So he actually born in a low caste family, but still he took up the Krishna consciousness. He took up the chanting process. We are all struggling so much to chant, 16 rounds, right? It is very hard for us. So when we like complete day is going to end. So we all have some anxiety to complete our rounds on time before we sleep at least, right? So here Haridas Thakur, he chants for 21 hours. So that is known as Namacharya. So he is the Acharya of the holy name. How many rounds he chants? 192 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He chants 3 lakhs times every day. So seeing this devotion, everybody were like his fame was spreading everywhere. So everybody started respecting Haridas Thakur so much. They wanted admiring Haridas Thakur and seeing this Ramachandra Khan who was ruling that place. He got disturbed. Oh, what is happening? Why is he so becoming so famous? I will spoil his name now. What I will do? I will send a prostitute. I'll send prostitute. We know like prostitute, we have an idea how they will behave, right? So she goes to him and he was chanting there in his house, and then she started disturbing him. How? I wanted to enjoy with you. Can please satisfy me? So come, see, she's doing all this bodily postures and trying to attract him. But then he didn't say that, no, how dare you can come here. Instead, he said that, no, actually, I'm doing my japa. So let me complete my rounds and then I will attend to you. So that's all he said. And she was like, okay, because he was so calm. I mean, he was so humble and composed. So she also just felt like listening to him. Okay. She was sitting in one place and Haridas Thakur started chanting and his rounds was going on 192-hour rounds. No, so what it was going on, and this girl, she slept because she was tired hearing only. Then next day morning she woke up and she said, "You cheated me. You didn't. I mean, why did you do this?" And then he said, "I'm sorry, I couldn't finish my rounds. Today you please come. I will definitely help you. I will definitely attend to you." Then again she is coming, and then again the same thing. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't complete my rounds. So let me complete my rounds. And this third day again, the same thing happened. The third day also she is coming, and this time she said he is requesting, can you also chant with me? In that way, I will complete my rounds soon. I will try to complete my rounds soon. So the moment she also started chanting, first 2 days she heard, third day she started chanting, and her heart started no getting purified. So what happened? She got the mercy of Haridas Thakur, and her all her anarthas, bad habits, bad thoughts, all gone away. And then she started crying, and then she fell on the lotus feet of Haridas Thakur, asked for forgiveness, and she said, Ramchandra Khan sent me to spoil your name to attract you, but I'm sorry, I did the mistake. Then I really wanted to take you as my spiritual master. So Haridas Thakur blesses her, yes, you go take bath and then you give all your wealth. Whatever you have, you give to everybody. Give it and then come back to me. So she comes back and then he gives her two instructions. One is you worship Tulasi and chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That's all. So your life will be perfect. And she had disciples. So that is how the association of devotee changes even the most fallen souls. And Haridas Thakur is an example embodiment of the Siddha Prajna, who was so determined, fixed in his service to the Lord. So that is how holy names also protects us always. So while chanting, we should also make sure we are doing a quality round. So we all having a morning japa session, and many of us, due to our whatever may be the reason, we are not able to, many of us not able to join. But we should utilize the association of devotees, association of devotees through this japa group, because when we chant alone, our senses, it easily gets attracted. So much of diversion, right? Try to see the WhatsApp, or I'll try to do some household things and then chant. But when I have a group chanting, so that makes me a little more conscious, little more let me concentrate more and do better chanting than doing alone, right? So we should utilize the japa group. We should join. We should try to join. So that's how my life has to be planned previous day. So please utilize this opportunity. And then next is Ambarish Maharaj pastime. So we all know this beautiful pastime. Actually, I have only 1 minute. Who doesn't know Ambarish Maharaj story? Everybody knows Ambarish Maharaj pastime. Ambarish Maharaj history.
I don't know, Mataji.
You don't know. Okay, okay. I will quickly go through. So there was a king, his name is Ambarish Maharaj. He is a devotee of Lord Vishnu. What he did is he was ruling the world. He is the king of this world. And though he was engaged in such, he was in that such high position, what he will do, if you do see once again, this is the last slide. I'll just read through the translation. Srimad Bhagavatam 9.4.18. So this is the day activities of Ambarish Maharaj. Maharaj Ambarisha always engaged his mind in meditating upon the lotus feet of Krishna. Though he was the king of this world, his mind was already absorbed in Krishna. His words are describing the glories of the Lord. His hands is cleaning the Lord's temple. His ears hearing the words spoken by Krishna or about Krishna. So by Krishna is Bhagavad Gita, about Krishna is Srimad Bhagavatam, which we also have opportunity to hear and know, to hear. He engaged his eyes in seeing the deity form of the Lord. Krishna's temples, okay, he's seeing the Lord deity form of Krishna, and he's also seeing the Krishna's temples and Krishna's places like Mathura, Vrindavana, right? And he is engaged his sense of touch in touching the bodies of the Lord's devotees, like that, touching the feet and taking blessings of the devotees. He engaged his sense of smell in smelling the fragrance of Tulasi offered to the Lord. He engaged his tongue in tasting the Lord's prasadam. He engaged his legs in walking to the holy places and temples of the Lord. His head is bowing down before the Lord, and all his desires in serving the Lord 24 hours a day. Indeed, Maharaj Ambrisha never decided anything for his own sense gratification. He engaged all his senses in devotional service in various engagements related to the Lord. This is the way to increase attachment for the Lord and be completely free from all material desires. So best ways what we are learning today, we have to as much as possible engage in the service of the Lord. So most of us are working or doing some studies, colleges. So what to do then? How can I serve the Lord, right? So weekends when you have time, like please come and take the association of devotees, do some service in the temple. And other days when you are not able to come, you make sure that no, whatever action you perform, you are trying to please the Lord, keeping Krishna in the center, right? You can cook at home, prasadam offer to the Lord. You can do aarti in the temple, having Krishna pictures or deities. You can do the tulasi puja at home. And what else of service you can, if you are a married person, you please engage your kids and teach them something. That way you can also give them Krishna consciousness. If you are not yet married, and if you have some time, like read books. We have Prabhupada books, right? Read books. Talk to devotees whenever you are feeling low. Don't miss it. Don't leave yourself low, depressed anytime. You either, if you are near to the devotee's house, go to their house. If you are not near to the house, call them and talk. So be always in the association of the devotees. Whenever you see disturbance in your life, please seek guidance from your mentors. So this is how we gradually develop ourselves, develop in Krishna consciousness. So we should also have confidence that one day I will also become a Sthita Prajna. There is another pastime of Ambarish Maharaj where he was not disturbed. Like one like Ambarish Maharaj is doing Ekadasi Vratam, and that day, next day Dwadasi, he was about to break the fast. But that time Durvasa Muni, who is a mystic yogi, he comes there, and Ambarish Maharaj welcomes him and he wants to feed him. But he says, I will take bath and finish all my rituals and then come. So he went for taking bath, and then Ambarish Maharaj waited, but there is a Parayan period where he has to complete the fasting. Otherwise, the Ekadasi fasting will not be fulfilled. So, but he cannot eat also without feeding Durvasa Muni, because guests should be fed first. So in that way, Amrish Maharaj thought, okay, let me drink some water. In that way, I'll break the fast. Also, I will not break the rule of not feeding the guest before I eat. So he drank little water, and Durvasa Muni came to know this. He got so angry with them. He came and then started scolding Ambarish Maharaj. How dare you can drink water before feeding me? So then out of anger, immediately he got angry. He's known for anger. No? So immediately out of anger, what he says, he pulls away his hair and then creates one demon, some fairy demon, to kill Ambarish Maharaj. And how Ambarish Maharaj is reacting is not at all disturbed. Like how Prahlad Maharaj was not at all disturbed. We are all talking about examples of Sthita Prajna. We have proofs, right? We have these are all the personalities whom we should admire and learn from them, follow them, right? We always look for the role model in our life. So these are Ambarish Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, they are all our role models. So we should desire to become like them. So Ambarish Maharaj is not at all disturbed by this disturbance. So he did nothing. He was like, okay, he wants to punish me, let me get punished. And the moment Lord got to know that no, his devotee is getting disturbed, like punished by this Muni, and the Sudarshan Chakra came to protect Ambarish Maharaj. So this Sudarshan Chakra started. See, first Sudarshan Chakra, it killed this demon, and next he started chasing Durvasa Muni. So Durvasa Muni, the moment he saw the Sudarshan Chakra, he started running like anything. Whole universe he is roaming, and for protection. Here Ambarish Maharaj was not at all disturbed, but Durvasa Muni, though he is a great mystic yogi, is looking for protection. So that is the difference between a devotee and the yogi. So what happens here? He is running for protection, and he goes to Brahma, Shiva. They are not. They said we are under the control of Lord Vishnu. How can we protect you? I'm sorry, no, not possible. Then he goes to Lord Vishnu. There, who you see here, Brahmana is getting affected. I mean, your Sudarshan Chakra is trying to kill a Brahmana. How can you allow this? You are a person who respects Brahmana so much. Why it is happening? Can you protect me, Vishnu? Please protect me. And Vishnu says, You heard from Shiva and Brahma that they are under my control. But I'm under whose control? I'm under the control of my devotees. So you cannot get protection from me. To get protection, you should go to my devotee Ambarish Maharaj. You unnecessarily offended my devotee, which I cannot tolerate. So that is how Lord reciprocates to our devotion. So he goes to Ambarish Maharaj, seeking protection again, and Sudarshan Chakra immediately relieves him from the pain. Ambarish Maharaj, by the mercy of Ambarish Maharaj, he got relieved from Sudarshan Chakra. So that is the beauty of devotional service. Ambarish Maharaj was not disturbed, and he was not even had any tinge of how can he do this? No blaming, nothing. He accepted everything as mercy of the Lord. Okay, this is how Lord wants me to do. This is somebody, even Prahlad Maharaj. His life was full of like that, that is like everything he accepted as the plan of the Lord. So that is how Siddha Prajna thinks. Whatever happens in his life, it is perfect arrangement by the Lord, and gradually, definitely, Lord will give protection to him. So that faith he has. So we'll end the session here. If you have any questions, it's already 9:08. I'm very sorry, 8 minutes I took more. Any questions you have? Anything you learned today's session? Anybody wants to share one point which you wanted to follow in your life?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Narmada.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for today's class, Mataji. It was so how to say, it was so motivating to do to come to the temple every week to do all the services, no whatever services available, to take that service, not only to take the service but to be consistent with that service, and the importance of chanting the holy names. And everyone, of course, everyone daily chants the holy name, but when it comes to the question of attentive chanting, it's a big question mark, Mataji. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for telling the importance and reminding once again that chanting the holy names is okay, but attentive chanting helps more than any service like that. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you, Narmada. Okay. Thank you all for joining today's session. So please join every week, and please come to temple also every Sunday. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.